What up, guys? Mike G with MDG Collections on hand. Today, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be another requested video from one of my subscribers. And before we get into what the title says, I just wanted to tell you guys about what I'm doing new. I am doing daily, as you guys know. That's not new, but I have my pivot head camera sunglasses on right now. And I've done a video in the past on these sunglasses. I did a video back in March of 2018 on these glasses, how I had purchased them back in December of 2016 and went a whole year to December 2017 and had never used them for the channel. And then that March of 2018, I finally did an actual video where I show you guys what they do, what they're about. I have them on right now. Maybe if I wouldn't have told you guys, you wouldn't have noticed. I don't have my usual Oakleys on. Watch that video. After you watch this video, I explain more in depth what these pivot head glasses are really about and what they really do and what their capabilities are. I will be using my Canon M50, my main vlogging camera, which is what you're seeing me on right now. But if I do need to go into a situation where I want to be hands-free in these vlogs, I will switch to my pivot head camera glasses, and I will put up on the top right that it is the pivot head sunglasses, so you will know. They do film in 1080p at 30 frames per second, which is the same thing I'm filming with here on my M50, but the audio is nowhere near as good as my Canon M50 is with this Rode Video Micro. So you will see a degrade in video quality and in audio quality, but it still will look pretty good for the most part. It's just to add that extra hands-free video look when I'm vlogging and I want to be hands-free. So for the most part, it will be my Canon M50. Every once in a while, you'll see clips that don't look as great, and that's because they're with these glasses with this camera right here, right in the center. So now that we got that out of the way, let's jump right into it, guys. And the first things first, let's do this cold start. So just real quick, what this video is about. Now, one of my actual subscribers asked me if, I'll put it up on the screen, did you ever hear brake squeaky noises before when stepping on the brakes? And I've heard this from numerous people. It even happened to me. There is also a clicking noise. I'll put up a picture on the screen right next to my face right now so you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about. I'm making room for it right now. This that I'm putting up on the screen right now is what you need to show your dealership when you go, if you hear a clicking noise. If you hear clicking noises right away and the car is still fairly brand new, this is why. It's a very common issue. It is just basically dirt that's trapped in between the hub and just other pieces that are there. So you show this to your dealership, it is something that is known. It is just dirt. So once you clean that out, you won't have that problem too much anymore. Now, if you hear squeaking early on, it could just be brake dust also. You may want to jump on a nice cleaner. I did a video on Poor Boy's World, a cleaner that is it's pretty harsh. I wouldn't recommend using it every single day, but you can get a lot of that squeaking to stop if you just use this product that I put up with a card right now to a video that I did last year in the summer. So check that video out, because these two-piece rotors, from what I'm hearing, and I'll do further research on this, cannot be shaved down. So once your brakes are low, which mine are getting to that point, I'm gonna be getting to the point where I will be changing my brake pads. I'm at that point already, and I've had my car coming up on 2 years. So that's what you're gonna deal with when you get to about my point. I'm over 13,000 miles. I've never changed my brake pads, and I'm at that point right now where it's about that time for me to change them out. I'll do videos on that and tell you guys about how long it took for me to have to change our brakes when that time comes. But I'm about there. When I went to the dealership, and my mechanics that I have outside of the dealership, they told me the same thing. I should be good into my next oil change, but I will not wait that long. I'll get the brakes changed before then. So just so you know, just to recap on what I said, that TSB, that technical service bulletin that I showed you, the diagram, show that to your dealership, and it should be free of charge. They'll just clean it. They already did it for me. They will clean it for you, and it should stop any squeaking that you have, or if you have any clicking. It may be a clicking sound when you're turning your wheel at slow rates of speed. You will hear a slight clicking. That is just dirt, and that service bulletin that I showed you diagram is what you need to show your dealership. Now, if you have squeaking early on, it could just be dirt also. You may just want to get a good cleaner. You should not be getting any squeaking early on. It's just the brake dust. Now, there are other brake pads that I'm looking to maybe jump onto other than the Brembos, even though I like the Brembos, but they do produce a lot of brake dust. I will see what I'm gonna do as far as jumping on a different brand of a brake pad. I've seen different videos. All right, guys, that is going to do it for this upload. Give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, that's gonna be a wrap.